Stress, pressure, expectations, and finding out what you're made of. All of those things come into play when you have a top 5 showdown at this point in the season. Hello and welcome everyone to a game that we've been eagerly awaiting. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on the 4th-ranked team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Buckeyes will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive. On the move, it's Frazier. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Once first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Gives it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Looking to pass, it's Stockton. Throws to the tight end. Got his man all by himself. He smashes his way, all kinds of room to the right. Oh, a lot of space. Touchdown, Dogs! He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
This is why you see tight ends featured in offenses now across college football. They're so pivotal because they're so big, so strong, can break tackles, and then can outrun people and get to the end zone. Big play by the big fella.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Quarterback making adjustments. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. From the gun. Give on the inside.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking to throw, it's St. Clair. Gets it out quickly. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The Buckeyes have this offense rolling. Running back searching for a hole. At the 35, he's got room. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
That's a really nice run right there. And one of the things I love about him, he runs with such physicality and with the toughness. Do you think Woody Hayes, the great Ohio State coach, would have loved to have this guy in his backfield?
Oh, it's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
You start to get that offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that.
Just nowhere to run, not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense came in knowing that they had to match their physicality. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. Going for 6. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw at Stockton. Shoots it to the left. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
The Buckeyes come to the line in the hurry-up. Right down the middle. Into the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Lining up to add another. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give from the gun. Can't get him to the ground. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Frazier. Out across the 45, out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. They'll try the run. Got a little space. Wide open spaces. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. And the Dogs are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was...
Unloads it downfield. And that one's going to be batted away incomplete, and we have played one.
Ohio State 10, Georgia 7.
First play of the period will be a 2nd down. To the ground with the back. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in 3rd and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sideline.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
And the Buckeyes have their offense in high gear. Pressure coming. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Quarterbacks talk about it all the time. They love the clean pocket where they can step up, throw the football. That is not what they had. Nice job by the defense, beating the offensive line, disrupting the timing, and getting a nice clean hit on the quarterback.
Looking downfield at St. Clair, setting up the screen. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. Third down, they're putting it on him to do the right thing. He had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he's able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving, keep the sticks rolling.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. The Buckeyes started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. With the run on first and goal. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Back swinging for the goal line. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Will they be able to get that one more yard and stick it in here on third down? Using his feet. Trying to get there by himself, and he is stopped short, and it'll be fourth down.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too, and you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practiced all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Yeah, and it's fourth and goal, and it's go time. I got to push people around. Look at the offensive line doing a really good job getting those guys moved back, creating a little hole for the running back, and he does the rest on fourth and goal and gets the touchdown.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Fair catch, called for and made. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Going for the big play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. So now it's second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Starting to feel a little pressure. From the comfort of the pocket, he fires it to the right. Fires into traffic, and it's picked off. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Looking to the big tight end. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And the last thing they need is to squander this great field position facing a 3rd and long. Under fire. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Back to throw, it's Stockton. A little screen to the running back. Makes him talk to the hand. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch. Make the run. Get the first.
There he goes. It's a running room. Touchdown Bulldogs. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
That was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Coming out with it, it's Graham. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. The short hands, it's Peoples. He's forced out of bounds at the 23-yard line. A good pickup to give this offense some operating room.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Makes the grab. It's Tate. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Complete with conviction on the crosser. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude might break his career high in passing. I don't know what it is. Somebody get stats for him.
Gonna let it fly. It's complete. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And they They trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Looking downfield on first down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Back to pass. It's Stockton. Going over the top. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Incomplete. They took a shot to wrap up the half and came up empty. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. The Bulldogs will kick it off to start the second half. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Starts the drive trying to go up top. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Now facing a 3rd and long. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Wide open downfield. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question.
Turning it on! And they exploited that soft spot. They get it down to the 35. And the Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. To the air on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Smith. Turning on the Jets. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Buckeyes. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Going right to work up top. Catch in the middle. It's Thomas. He's loose. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Yeah, when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. He'll be brought down, but he was trying with everything he had to turn that disaster into a first down and came up a little short. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Got a man, it's Humphrey. Strong, firm tackle.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and
he'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 20. That is exactly what you want to do with the football. He's got it all the way down to the 15-yard line. Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Power football with the run. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Under fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. I mean, you coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They'll run it on first and goal. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Second down, they'll go to the air. Touchdown, Georgia! Fit it in the window for the score.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his second touchdown of the game.
To the air, it's Stockton. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they trim more off of that lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll call for the fair catch here. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabbed over the middle, it's Tate. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They've got it at the 36, it's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. He put some heat on that one down the middle.
The quarterback just needs to settle down. He looks like he's just too excited right now. He had his receiver wide open down the field and just put way too much mustard on that throw, overthrowing an open guy. That should have been 6.
He's got him this time. Brought down at the 46, but he got 10 on the play. The Buckeyes want to pick up the tempo.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it. but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Now on first down from the 43. Showing the arm straight down the left side. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out in the secondary, playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
He tries to take the top off. Oh, did he toast the coverage? Got it deep downfield. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Dogs. Once he got some room, it was over.
And how about the offense being aggressive, willing to drop your quarterback into the end zone? If he gets tackled into safety, gets the ball out, and the receiver does the rest. 98 yards to the house. What an explosive play.
And he makes the fair catch deep in his own territory. He might have a question or two to answer about that decision. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Peoples. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
Well, we're not quite in the fourth quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Finds the tight end. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49. The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go.
Second down. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Ohio State 34, Georgia 29.
And the Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
This is so interesting right now watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
Touch pass on the run. He's run out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 26. The Buckeyes come to the line needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, the power run here. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
They'll throw it to the back on the screen, and they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Well, this offense will screen you in a variety of ways. They'll throw receiver screens, tight end screens. The running back screen also a big part of what they like to do, like you just saw there.
Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Gets it out fast. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get into the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, trying to get that elusive guy on the ground.
He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Buckeyes heading quickly to the line. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Makes a grab past the marker. Touchdown, Ohio State. Oh, that may be in, and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The bad news is it's incomplete, but the good news was the quarterback, I think, made the right decision that time, actually throwing it away. He's been burned a couple times early in this one with some picks in this game, and so that time, instead of trying to force the play and make something happen out of nothing, he just throws it away. The defense wins that down. You live to play another day.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
That's caught. It's Branch. Defense there to get him out of bounds as he gets him down to the 48. They'll line up for a second down play. Wants to throw again. Fires it incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Thomas. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his...
A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team.
This is frustrating. You know, you're an offense. You're in a great position. You're up by 2 scores. All you do is take care of the football. Premium, taking care of the football. We're trying to run some clock. We're trying to get out of here with a W. Turning the football over is the worst thing you can possibly do.
Back to throw, it's Stockton. Pocket breaking down. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got his man. He'll be run out of bounds right at the 25.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They'll throw on 3rd and short. Unloads to the wideout. Got it! And he was dying to push his way in there, but he's knocked down at the 3. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He wants to throw it. And it's caught for the late touchdown, so how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it to keep the clock moving.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
I tell you what, you could tell the defense knew exactly what they were doing. They were dialed in, took away the primary target, and then it's on you as an offense. Now I got to adjust. I got to do something different to what they're doing.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Graham. Oh, he's got some space.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He wants to change this route. Back to pass, it's St. Clair. Makes the grab down the middle. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead. Guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it.
There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And I don't blame this offense at all for throwing the football down here. Like, you can trust. He's already got 4 touchdown passes on the day. He's proven he's trustworthy. Nice job by the defense, not getting fooled again. They've had a bad day, but that was a good play.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. to defend. A big third down in the red zone. This is not a time to pad your stats. Fires into the end zone. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at, and I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff.